This is the nose end of a 1951 type EPB suburban electric unit. The coupling, brake and electrical connections on this unit are common to all EP brake stocks on Southern Region. Here's Dave Tomlin to show us what's what.
This is the train brake pipe. It's coloured red. This is the main reservoir pipe, coloured yellow, has a star valve. Dual air cock at the top is closed at the moment, stopping air coming into these pipes. To the left of the main reservoir is the 27-pin receptacle. This is the Buckeye automatic coupler. Over this side we have main reservoir pipe, train brake pipe, and the 27-pin jumper, which is in its dummy receptacle at the moment.
If necessary to couple a locomotive to this type of stock, for example to assist a failed train, the Buckeye coupler must be lowered and the buffers extended. Let's look at how this is done. The emergency screw coupling is obtained from the guards brake. Open the jaws of the Buckeye coupler. Take the weight of the coupler on your left forearm. Now turn the hinge lock on the support pin to the horizontal and with your right hand push the pin a little to the left. Transfer the weight of the coupler to your right forearm and withdraw the pin fully with your left hand. When the pin is withdrawn, the coupler may be lowered. Do not forget to replace and lock this pin once the coupler has been lowered. Now each buffer must be pulled out to its fully extended position and each saddle removed from its hook and fitted snugly over each shank. You must ensure that the saddle is located under the 3 lugs at the rear of the buffer and that it is properly home against the buffer shank. Now take the emergency screw coupling, painted red, and hang it over the draw hook. You are now ready to couple the locomotive or other vehicle fitted with draw hook and side buffers. However, remember, the emergency coupling must be used, not the locomotive coupling. Now let's restore the unit to its normal condition. Remove the emergency screw coupler from the draw hook. Now unlock and withdraw the hinge support pin with your left hand, just sufficient to clear the draw hook. Lift the Buckeye smartly and take the weight on your right forearm. Raise the coupler slightly above horizontal and push the pin to the right. Still taking the weight of the coupler, push the pin fully home and check that the hinge end locks are in the vertical position. Remove the saddles from the buffer shanks and replace them on the hooks provided. Now push each buffer head into its fully retracted position. The unit is now ready to be coupled to another unit. However, do not forget to return the emergency screw coupler to the guards brake. Now let's look at the coupling of one EPB unit to another. The shunter is calling the driver towards him. As the unit nears the stationary train, the shunter gives the driver the slow down hand signal. Then stops him 10 feet short. The shunter now opens the coupler knuckle by pulling the release handle at the near side.
Roll forward and couple up, driver.
To couple two units, one coupler knuckle must be open and the other closed. Once the coupling has taken place, the driver will carry out a pull-away test by taking power in reverse.
Want to go in between, driver?
Yes.
Place one foot on each of the treads above the buffers. Release the 27-way control jumper from its dummy socket and locate it in the receptacle on the other unit. The jumper plug has a lug which locates in a channel at the back of the receptacle. Push the jumper plug right home and ensure that the sprung latch is engaged. Now take each of the main reservoir hoses, place the ends at right angles to each other and snap down. Now take the train pipe hoses and repeat the action. Once the air hoses are correctly coupled, open the dual cocks on each unit by raising them to the vertical position. The two units are now coupled and ready for a brake test. Now let's look at the uncoupling of EPB type units.
Want to go in between, driver?
Yes.
First, close each dual cock by moving handles to the horizontal position. Separate the train pipe hoses by lifting the hose ends. Now repeat this action for the main reservoir pipes. Push back the sprung latch and pull the 27-way jumper plug from the receptacle and return to the dummy receptacle. Climb down and smartly pull the coupler release handle.
Ease up. Set back. Stop.
The latest type of electric multiple unit train on the southern region is the dual voltage class 319. The coupling and uncoupling of this type of unit is almost entirely automated. The unit which is to make the attachment is required to stop a minimum 10 feet from the stationary unit. At this point it is only necessary to ensure that the sprung door over the coupler block is in the fully raised position and that the tight lock coupler knuckle is open.
Can you press the uncoupling button, please, driver? Oh, it hasn't released properly.
The driver will normally open the knuckle from the cab. However, if the knuckle fails to open, ask the driver for the manual release handle. Insert the handle into the receptacle and turn to fully open the tight lock knuckle.
Thank you.
Now the driver may be called forward to a point 2 feet clear of the stationary unit, where he must stop again.
Draw forward and couple up, please, driver.
After the driver has made his pull-away test, it is only necessary to check each of the telltale butterflies behind the couplers. These butterflies should have daylight visible behind them. If both are not fully raised, the units have not properly coupled.
Thank you, driver, all together. Can you press the coupling button, please?
Air and electrical connections are now made between the units. The brake must now be tested.
Press the uncouple button, please, driver.
To uncouple two Class 319 units, the driver simply depresses the uncouple button and pulls away. If, however, the coupler fails to release, it may be necessary to ease up.
Ease up and press the uncouple button again, please, driver. Set back, driver.
If the units fail to uncouple automatically, it will be necessary to obtain the tight lock release lever from the driver.
Could you pass me the tight lock release handle, please, driver? Thank you. Ease up, driver. Set back. Stop. Thank you, driver.
Let's have a look at the Class 319 coupler in detail. The coupler itself is of the tight lock pattern, and below is the coupling block housing the 42 electrical connections and the main reservoir air connections with star valves. After uncoupling, the coupler block cover must return to the fully raised position, closed against the rubber seal. If not, rainwater can enter, causing earth faults, and difficulties can arise when the next attachment is made. Only drivers are normally permitted to couple and uncouple these units. After coupling, it is the driver's responsibility to check the coupler butterflies. Class 319 units are not coupling compatible with any other type of Southern Region electric multiple unit except in emergency circumstances. To sum up, remember that after attaching Buckeye-fitted units, the telltale pin on top of the coupler must be in the fully lowered position. When two Class 319 units are coupled, it is essential that the butterflies, located behind each coupler, are in the fully raised position, with daylight visible behind them. When uncoupling and coupling, remember your personal safety. Wear high visibility protective clothing. When dropping buckeyes or handling emergency screw couplers, wear protective gloves. Stand clear of the 4-foot way and never go between vehicles without informing the driver. Beware of the conductor rail.